Before I start this lesson, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the Apostle, Elder, Great Minister, who rule well and teach well. Shalom to 144,000 men that's pushing to believe in His word. In all truth and sincerity, and sacrifice their lives and wills to do so. Shalom to the men, women, and the children that's tuning in and listening. And shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad on all four corners of the earth. The Heavenly Father name is Yahweh, His only begotten Son name is Yahweh Shai. And Lord, one of this video is edifying, quick, straight to the point. This video right here is entitled Our Desire is Esau's Downfall. And I titled this lesson like this because ultimately, you know, as the scriptures say, oppression make a wise man mad. We ultimately want the desire, well, we have the desire and we have the want to see Esau, Edom fall. And we're doing it in a righteous aspect. The whole earth mourn. The whole earth mourn. Actually, I'm going to grab that. It's Proverbs 29 too. Let me see. Earth mourn. Because ultimately, oh no, wait. Let me see. But yeah, ultimately we're mourning. And with this mourning, ultimately we are seeking the downfall of our enemy. And Esau enemy is that enemy. Now, granted, yes, the Lord's going to do away with Esau. It is in the right, proper time and fashion. But ultimately, if you're not wanting the downfall of your enemy, you're trying to live here. You know, and I was also meditating on this lesson too as well, because a vast majority of these Israelite camps, they are not of GMS. They want to establish their own sense of righteousness. They want to establish their own sense of righteousness in their own version of the kingdom. And that's not how the Lord's going to do it. Now, let me see. That Job or Proverbs is one of them. Let me see. But ultimately, a lot of these Israelite camps want to establish their own form of righteousness and want to see, and ultimately not speaking on the things that are important and meditating on the things that are important. Now, I'm going to grab Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and faith of the saints. And I grabbed that because this fits Esau, Edom, 100%. He's the one that kills with the sword. And through his sword, which was his blessing, he conquered the world. Through the Heavenly Father was with him when he conquered the world, and now he's wearing the saints out. Now, granted, ultimately we're going to withstand it. The elect are going to withstand and hold out for as long as the Lord allows it. But ultimately, you know, Esau, Edom has went around within these last few hundreds of years putting the beats on everybody. But ultimately, he's going to be brought down pretty soon. The last few hundred years, you've been on an undefeated streak. And the Lord's ultimately revealing day by day, prophecy by prophecy, that Esau, Edom will fall. Now, from here, I'm going to jump to Ezekiel chapter 25, because this is written in the Old and New Testament. So now, this is Ezekiel chapter 25, and I start at verse... was it 10? Or is it 13? This is Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 13. Actually, I'll start at verse 12. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai thy power, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance and have greatly offended and revenged himself there upon them. And Esau, Edom have seek revenge at all the tribes of Israel, not just Judah. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off men and beasts from it, and they will make it desolate from Teman, and Salakia, they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. Ultimately, Esau Edom will fall. It's written in this prophecy, in a little further down, that Esau Edom will fall, and the anger of the Lord is against Esau Edom. And verse 14, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And yeah, ultimately Esau Edom is our enemy, and the Lord's going to put it in our, bring the spirit back unto us to remember, like, hey, hold on now. The Lord put it back in our spirits to be like, hey, hold on. Wasn't he the same motherfucker that put you in slavery, captivity, under captivity? Putting the beats on us? Not just in this life. What about the Romans, the Greeks? During the Edomite captivities, we Israelites have been oppressed the heaviest. The heaviest, the most noticeable captivities was the Edomite captivities, the Greeks, the Romans, so on and so forth. Been oppressed the heaviest. But now the Lord is bringing it back into our remembrance that, hey, that guy's a problem. And Esau Edom knows that and sees that. And that's why he's scrambling. That's why he knows that he has but a short time pursuing Revelation 12 and 12. But the Lord is ultimately going to be with the elect. Now, from there, I'm going to jump to Jeremiah chapter 51. This is Jeremiah chapter 51. And I'll start at verse 25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord, which destroyest all the earth, and I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks, and I will make thee a burnt mountain. And yeah, this is talking about Esau Edom. He's the one that's destroying the earth, quite literally. He's done polluted the oceans, polluted the food, polluted the grounds, polluting the air. That's some crazy shit. For you to feel you so entitled you could pollute the air? Dog, you live here too. That's some crazy. That's more than outrageous. That's some unheard of shit, man. This man has literally polluted everything from the food to the water to the grass to the dirt, even to the air. The air is something you breathe in and day out without you even thinking. And polluted the people. Esau Edom philosophies and doctrines that's been pushed out throughout the whole earth literally destroys countries. You have literally over there on the other side of the world, not even just Russia, but in the Middle East, so on and so forth, a lot of those heathen nations have Israelite. They have a form of our customs, and Esau Edom's destroying now. So granted, all those customs came from us, but you see what Esau Edom does. He does. You trade with the man, and the man sits up here and pollute your countries by making you women shameful, making you women look crazy. Look like whores, so on and so forth. And it just get worse and worse. Now, when the Lord comes back, he will destroy Esau Edom. He will cut them off. And the Lord will do just that, beginning with the elect. So, ultimately, we desire, pressure, a wise man. Let me see. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression make a wise man mad. And ultimately, yeah, this oppression making the men of the Lord It's making them mad, not and mad in the sense of crazy, because now we know what's right, and we know that following the Lord will have us in a better standard. But the way this man ruling is definitely unrighteous. Let me see, Proverbs 20:2, yeah, 29:2. But ultimately, when Esau Edom rules, it's nothing but oppression. It's hard to be in oppression and happy unless you got money, you know. So you have to realize when Esau Edom is ruling in powership, all he does is bring destruction in his wake, and that's all he's been doing. Now this is Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, which are the Israelites, because they are the righteous, people rejoice, and yeah, the whole earth rejoice. You didn't, with the 40 years of peace, you didn't hear, oh, well, the whole earth doing bad and the whole earth being destroyed. Now, granted, when Israelites fall, what happens? The whole earth going to wickedness. But when the wicked bear rule, which is now, we're living in that. The people mourn. The people are mourning. The Israelites are mourning. All the other nations are mourning. The earth is even mourning. So for that to be said, there's much more stuff that's going on behind the scenes that are making this place a lot worse and worse by the day. So when the Lord comes back, He's going to completely take away this wickedness. So now I'm gonna grab Job chapter 20 real quick, and I'm gonna close out with this actually. This Job chapter 20, and I'll start at verse 5. That the triumph of the wicked is short. Yeah, the wicked are triumphing. And the joy of the hypocrites but for a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, his head shall reach the clouds. His head reach unto the clouds. Ye shall perish forever like his own dung. So ultimately, this fits Esau, because he's the proud man. He's the one that's wicked. And the triumph for the wicked is but a short. The Lord has allowed this devil to rule and win for a while, but now the Lord's about to take that away from him and put him in a very dark spot. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? And yet, ultimately, at the end of the day, the Lord's going to do away with Esau Edom and his wickedness. But yeah, I didn't want to make this video long. Lord wanted this video is edifying. But before I close, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, or Kakwadash. Lord wanted this video is edifying, and I'll see you next one, Shalom.